Tonight, the images coming in right now, dangerous conditions. New York to Michigan, drivers off the road, vehicles, tractor trailers. At New York City and Philadelphia, and the winds now coming, the system right behind it. And a major U.S. ally, South Korea's president, declares martial law. The chaos that's followed, nearly 30,000 U.S. troops stationed there. First tonight, the dangerous driving, the winter weather alerts expanding at this hour from Michigan right across the Northeast. A train slamming through a tractor trailer stuck on the tracks in the snow. A new massive pileup on Interstate 90 in Pennsylvania. At least 5 deaths across the storm zone, and now a new clipper system unleashing up to a foot more of snow in some areas. New York City, Philadelphia warned of those powerful winds, and Ginger Z standing by with the forecast. Tonight, the chaos erupting in South Korea, a key American ally. In a stunning move, South Korea's president declaring martial law. Protesters clashing with police, the military swarming parliament. What's now happened tonight with tens of thousands of U.S. troops stationed there? Martha Raddatz is right here with me tonight. President-elect Donald Trump's embattled nominee to head the Pentagon on the Hill today. Former Fox News host Pete Hegseth pressed repeatedly about allegations of financial mismanagement, sexual misconduct, and alcohol abuse, which he denies. And tonight, what a key Trump ally on the Hill now acknowledges about this pick. Outside Pittsburgh at this hour, the delicate and desperate search for a missing grandmother. Authorities worry she may have fallen into a 30-foot sinkhole. Her 5-year-old granddaughter found in her grandmother's car overnight. Outside New York City, the drone mystery tonight in the skies over New Jersey, seen flying near President-elect Trump's Bedminster golf course and a military base, what authorities are now saying. Tonight, nearly 3 decades later, there's news in the JonBenet Ramsey case. Her father tonight in a new interview with ABC News. Tonight, the major news from the NFL. The player now suspended after that violent hit on Sunday. How many games is he out? The quarterback suffering a concussion. Actor James Vanderbeek from Dawson's Creek, his battle now with cancer, the emotional exchange with our Robin Roberts, and why he's opening up now about this. And America Strong tonight, a pin-up calendar like you've never seen before. Get ready.
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a very busy Tuesday night. The chaos in South Korea after martial law is declared, what's now happened there tonight, and the urgent search for a grandmother outside Pittsburgh tonight, the aerial images of the widening sinkhole where they're searching at this hour in a moment here. But we begin tonight with the dangerous driving across several states, at least 5 dead, and a new clipper system bringing more snow and potentially damaging winds. Alerts now from the Dakotas all the way to Michigan and across the Northeast tonight, and these are the new images coming in. This is Interstate 90 in Erie County, Pennsylvania. Tractor trailers jackknifing, sliding off the road, traffic backed up for miles. The frightening incident from the city of Erie, a train barreling toward a tractor trailer stuck on the tracks, unable to stop. Fortunately, the driver of the truck was able to get out. In Barnes Corners in New York, more than 65 inches of snow, and tonight more is now on the way. And that new clipper system that will bring snow with gusting winds to New York City and Philadelphia as well. Ginger has the forecast, and Trevor Lawrence leading us off. He's in Adams Center, New York tonight.
Tonight, the death toll on the roads rising as whiteout conditions relentlessly hammer the Midwest and Northeast. On I-90 westbound near Erie, Pennsylvania, a snow squall causing pandemonium, vehicles everywhere.
You got multiple tractor trailers involved, passenger cars, a lot of vehicles, semis into the median.
Traffic backed up for miles. Erie was hit hard with nearly 4 feet of snow. Terrifying moments there Monday when this tractor trailer got stuck in the snow on train tracks.
Ain't gonna be able to stop.
No.
Oh my God.
No, he's not gonna
Bystanders
stop.
could only watch as a freight train smashed right into it.
Holy hell.
Thankfully, no one was hurt there, but across the storm zone, authorities say at least 5 people have been killed in vehicle accidents. In western Michigan, new body camera video shows the scene on I-94 after that multi-vehicle crash shut down the highway Monday, leaving one person in critical condition. It's all fueled by a bitter Arctic blast now stretching all the way to the deep south with freeze alerts in Alabama, Georgia, and Florida.
And David, with all this snow left behind, now a powerful new system is moving in, bringing with it another foot or 2 of snow from Michigan to New York, along with wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. David.
Trevor Lawrence leading us off here tonight. Trevor, thank you. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z tracking it all for us again tonight. Ginger?
Hi, David. You know, we've got Delmarva Peninsula up to Connecticut in a brand new wind advisory. So that means gusts to 30 or even 50 miles per hour on Thursday. It is going to be raw and really uncomfortable as that clipper comes through. We can already see the precipitation from it. It's in northern Minnesota and Wisconsin. And then look at the new winter storm watches in West Michigan, western Pennsylvania, northeast Ohio, and western New York. Because, yes, behind this storm, you're going to end up with more lake effect. But near the coast, it's going to be the snow mixing over to rain. And so I think most of it will not accumulate too much unless you are north of I-95 and west, of course. I wanted to just bring you some of those totals when it comes to wind. We're talking gusts 40 miles per hour Philadelphia. We stopped it there at 1 p.m. on Thursday. And finally, another hit of cold, like the coldest of the season by the weekend here in the Northeast, David.
Tracking it all for us tonight, Ginger Z. We'll see you first thing in the morning, Ginger. Thank you. We turn now to the chaos inside South Korea, of course, a key U.S. ally after that stunning announcement. South Korea's democratically elected president declaring martial law. The White House, of course, watching this very closely today with nearly 30,000 U.S. troops stationed there. President Yoon with a late-night announcement on TV banning all political activities, taking control of the media. Then lawmakers rushing to Parliament, barricading themselves inside, soldiers storming the building, clashing with protesters there. Late tonight, President Yoon officially backing down now, and now the growing calls for him to resign. Martha Raddatz here with late developments tonight.
Tonight, dramatic images from South Korea, one of America's key allies, after South Korea's president declared martial law. Protesters flooding the streets, clashing with police. This woman seen grabbing an officer's gun. Military helicopters hovering above the Parliament building in Seoul. President Yoon Suk-yeol, a deeply unpopular leader, claiming political opponents are trying to overthrow his government.
북한 공산 세력의 위협으로부터
Yoon calling for all political activities to cease. Opposition leaders rushing into Parliament, barricading themselves inside, soldiers storming the building. But just hours after Yoon's declaration, South Korea's National Assembly voted to halt the president's order. And late today, President Yoon officially backing down, lifting his declaration, pulling the military off the streets. The U.S., blindsided by Yoon's move, watching the events with grave concern.
We want to see these political disputes resolved peacefully and in accordance with the rule of law.
The U.S. has nearly 30,000 troops in South Korea, acting as a deterrence to nuclear-armed North Korea next door.
So let's bring in Martha Raddatz with us here in New York tonight. And Martha, with those 30,000 U.S. troops you just mentioned there, obviously the U.S. very concerned with what they witnessed play out today.
The White House very concerned, David, but very relieved that President Yoon reversed course. But this drama is far from over. In fact, tonight, South Korea's Democratic Party saying they will start impeachment proceedings unless Yoon steps down immediately.
Growing calls to resign at this hour. Martha Raddatz with us. Martha, thank you. Meantime, on Capitol Hill tonight, President-elect Donald Trump's pick to lead the Pentagon, facing tough new questions. And tonight, a key Trump ally on the Hill, now acknowledging this will be a, quote, difficult path to confirmation for Pete Hegseth. Here's ABC's Mary Bruce.
Tonight, Donald Trump's embattled pick to lead the Defense Department, former Fox News host Pete Hegseth, swarmed on Capitol Hill as he faces a bruising confirmation process.
How confident are you that you can get the votes to be confirmed?
Hegseth making the rounds hand in hand with his wife, trying to shore up support as he fends off allegations of financial mismanagement, sexual misconduct, and alcohol abuse, which he denies.
What do you say to people who are troubled by some of these allegations, sir?
The New Yorker reporting Hegseth was forced to step down from leading two conservative veterans groups in the face of accusations he mishandled funds and abused alcohol on the job. Allegedly sexually pursuing female staffers and repeatedly being so drunk that he had to be cared for by employees, including once when he had to be held back from joining the dancers on the stage of a Louisiana strip club where he had brought his team, according to a whistleblower report obtained by the magazine. Hegseth, an Army veteran with no military leadership experience, also facing questions about his previous insistence that women shouldn't serve in combat roles.
I'm straight up just saying we should not have women in combat roles.
Today asked if he still feels that way.
How do you feel about the women in combat?
We have amazing women who serve in our military. Amazing women
Do you
who
think
serve
they
in
should
the military.
be in combat?
I think they're already in combat.
Despite the backlash, the Trump team tonight remains confident.
When it comes to Pete Hegseth, there aren't any concerns, and we feel very good about his positioning for being confirmed by the Senate.
But he will need a majority of support in the Senate to be confirmed. And even some of Trump's ardent supporters concede he faces an uphill battle.
Some of these articles are very disturbing. He, obviously has a chance to defend himself here, but, some of this stuff is going to be difficult.
I would just urge them, before they make up their minds, let him have his hearing and listen to him under oath.
And David Hegseth will surely have to face tough questions from senators on both sides of the aisle. He can only afford to lose the support of 3 Republicans and still get the job. And already one of Trump's picks, former Congressman Matt Gaetz, didn't survive the scrutiny. And tonight another one of Trump's choices, this time to lead the DEA. Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister withdrawing his name from consideration after he faced significant pushback from some of Donald Trump's most ardent supporters. David.
Mary Bruce with us here tonight. Mary, thank you. Outside Pittsburgh at this hour, the desperate search for a missing grandmother in Unity Township. Authorities believe she may have fallen into a 30-foot sinkhole. Her 5-year-old granddaughter was found in her car overnight. ABC's Erielle Reshef with the images over the scene at this hour.
Tonight, a desperate and delicate rescue operation outside Pittsburgh.
He's going down with this safety rope on him.
Teams bringing in cranes and heavy equipment to search for a missing grandmother who may have fallen into a 30-foot deep sinkhole.
We did find what appears to be a shoe, so we're fairly confident that we're doing the right thing in the right place at this point.
Police say 64-year-old Elizabeth Pollard and her 5-year-old granddaughter were last seen yesterday afternoon after they went out to look for her cat. Overnight, family members reported them missing. Police found the little girl unharmed inside her grandmother's car after the temperature plunged into the 20s. But there was no sign of her grandmother, and just 15 feet away, police found this small sinkhole.
Right now they're widening out where they go down.
All day, crews carefully working to widen and stabilize the sinkhole. Officials concerned about the ground collapsing in what is an old coal mining area.
That hole wasn't there until sometime yesterday, most likely, unfortunately, when she was standing over it.
David, authorities say that sinkhole started the size of a manhole cover. State officials say that the ground caving in may be the result of an abandoned mine that hasn't been operating since the 1950s. David?
Erielle Reshef tonight. Erielle, thank you. Now to the concern in the skies outside New York City tonight. The drone mystery over New Jersey, seen flying near President-elect Trump's Bedminster golf course and near a military base. The FAA now taking action. And here's Aaron Katersky.
Tonight in central New Jersey, a mystery in the sky.
What the heck?
The FBI is now investigating multiple sightings of swarms of drones hovering menacingly overhead night after night for the last several weeks.
I can see 3 drones just in this view. There is another one over here and another one back here.
The drones have been described as larger than what a hobbyist might fly.
They made kind of a low hum, similar to what you would expect from a plane, a smaller plane.
Some of the drones have been spotted close to a military installation and President-elect Trump's Bedminster Golf Club, where he frequently stays. Tonight, the FAA says at the request of federal security partners, it is prohibiting drone flights over Picatinny Arsenal Military Base and Trump's golf course.
From the Hindenburg to War of the Worlds, David, New Jersey has seen its share of aerial intrigue. Tonight, authorities say they understand the public's concern about the drones, but they say there's no immediate danger. David?
Aaron Katersky tonight. Aaron, thank you. Next tonight, here to news in the JonBenet Ramsey case, nearly 3 decades after the 6-year-old was found dead in her family's basement the day after Christmas. Well, the new docuseries drawing attention and what authorities are now saying about the case. And JonBenet's father, now 80 years old, talking to ABC News. Here's Mola Lengi.
JonBenet Ramsey. Tonight, it's the case that has captured the nation for nearly 30 years. 6-year-old beauty queen JonBenet Ramsey found brutally murdered in the basement of her home the day after Christmas. Now, her father, John Ramsey, speaking to ABC News, saying he is still hopeful that her killer will be caught.
If the police will do what we've asked to do regarding DNA testing, genealogy research, I think there's a very good possibility that we will have him behind bars sooner than later.
Sources telling ABC News that progress is being made in the investigation and that a team of experts is poring over evidence using modern techniques. It was John Ramsey who found his daughter dead in their Boulder, Colorado home after she had been missing for hours. Her tragic death making national headlines, but her murder remaining unsolved.
Someone killed this 6-year-old child.
The crime now back in the public eye, due in part to the newly released Netflix docuseries Cold Case, Who Killed JonBenet Ramsey? Now, 80 years old, Ramsey says he's grateful for the renewed interest, but it's painful to relive his daughter's death.
Somebody asked me once, what would you say to JonBenet if you could? I would tell her, I'm sorry, I didn't protect you. That's a father's job.
Well, David, in 2008, DNA evidence cleared John and JonBenet's mother, Patsy Ramsey, who died in 2006, in JonBenet's murder. The Boulder Police Department, still seeking the public's help, says they continue to receive tips to this day, David.
Mola Lengi on the case tonight. Mola, thank you. You can see much more of that new interview with John Ramsey later tonight, right here on Nightline. And when we come back tonight, major news coming in from the NFL tonight. Action against the player after that violent hit on Sunday. Former Dawson's Creek star James Van Der Beek, his emotional interview with Robin Roberts on his cancer battle. And 2 asteroids, one on a collision course with Earth tonight. Tonight, the major headline from the NFL, Houston Texans linebacker Azeez Al-Shaair has been suspended 3 games for his violent hit on Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence taking a severe forearm blow to the face mask while sliding to the ground on Sunday. He suffered a concussion. The NFL accusing Al-Shaair of a lack of sportsmanship and respect for the game. When we come back here tonight, Dawson's Creek star James Van Der Beek in his battle with cancer, the emotional interview with our Robin Roberts. Also, those 2 asteroids being watched, and the new pinup calendar tonight you'll definitely want to see. To the index of other news tonight, actor James Van Der Beek on his battle with colorectal cancer. Now 47, the former star of Dawson's Creek was diagnosed in August of last year, saying it came as a shock. He spoke with Robin on GMA this morning and became emotional when asked about the support from his wife, Kim.
Pouring of love since that time. You had your wife, Kim. She was there. You said that she has been your rock. How has she helped you?
She's, this is where I'm going to lose it. She's been amazing. She's really taught me what unconditional love is.
He says it is important to speak out about this with cases of colorectal cancer on the rise. He also says he is back to work, and we're glad to hear it. Astronomers tracking 2 asteroids tonight, one on a collision course with Earth. The first asteroid about the size of the Empire State Building. It'll come within 1.3 million miles of Earth overnight. And a much smaller asteroid burning up in the atmosphere over Siberia today, just about 27 inches wide. Discovered just hours before it lit up the sky right there. When we come back tonight, the new pinup calendar, every month, quite an image. You have to see it. Finally tonight here, the new pinup calendar, and this one's for the dogs. Tonight, the new pinup calendar for the new year just out. It's like nothing you've ever seen. The TSA tonight releasing their 2025 canine calendar, honoring their top dogs, celebrating the dedication of the dogs, keeping our country safe at our nation's airports. First up in January, Benny, the 7-year-old German short-haired pointer at Boston's Logan Airport. They say when he's not working, he's chasing snowflakes. February, 3-year-old Birdie, a Lab Vizsla mix at Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport. When not working, she loves her favorite squeaker ball. There's Carlo in March, Dodo in April, Smokey in May, Belly in June, Argo in front of the American flag for July, Barney in August, Harry in September, Arena in October, Kipper in November, and waiting for next December, Badger. And right here tonight.
Hi, David.
Mr. August, Barney, with his handler Michelle at San Francisco's International Airport.
We really appreciate all of the support and want to wish everyone happy holiday.
Hey, David. Joining us too, Harry and his handler Kyle at Richmond International Airport on the tarmac.
He's a wonderful working dog. He loves the thrill of searching, and he loves to play fetch when he's not at work.
And finally,
hi, David.
Miss November, Kipper, and her handler of 2 years, Ryan.
Kipper's days off consist of running around playing fetch and getting plenty of sleep for sure.
It's the hottest calendar for the new year, and you can download it now at tsa.gov.
Make sure you go check it out along with all the others.
Axel's going to be jealous. I'll see you right back here tomorrow night. Good night.
Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.